Hi, welcome back. We're back from our first break and from screaming people. Well, that's what's going on. So, basically both explorers in the hound people and they're screaming. So now there's screaming echoing in from outside of the house as like Thomas is looking like nervous and Crawl's hearing screaming. So,
and he's probably hearing screaming from upstairs too.
The two of you hear less of the screaming because you have your own screaming to deal with.
Yes.
I hear all three screams and I'm just like, why do I let them do things?
Yeah.
And I lay my hands down and go, I'm sorry about that.
Who are you?
It's WolfBurn.
Oh, you're not the masked man. There was a strange man in a skull-faced mask.
I'm thinking to myself, I hope God does not stop by.
Mine doesn't have my skull on it. And I'm a bird person.
It's tribal and creepy.
This is maybe freak her out, maybe it won't. You don't know until you experiment. It's how I get to her. He killed some people horrifically, and we fled here. It's been almost a day. I soiled myself long ago, and I eat some dried. Seems to be that here. You can tell like crying, like a lot. So it's like her eyes are kind of red, and she's like looking very unhappy about this entire thing.
So in shock, pretty much.
Yes. She looks very unpleasant, but she's kind of sitting there like.
I glanced back to where the other screaming came from. Other of you.
Five of us made it to the building, but we all split up then. Yeah.
Very well.
Scott and Greg were the last to show up behind the rest of us while we were breaking in. And they said another one of our friends Scott saved Greg's life.
Very well. Let's go see if we can't find your cannons. I presume that my companion is the one who may have startled them.
Maybe. I'm Patricia. Nice to meet you. WolfBurn? That's an interesting name.
At this point, I'm leading everyone inside because
okay.
Those weren't my friend's screams, so it should be okay.
Logic dictates. Logic only dictates. All right, Karn. Two men who screamed a little bit and sort of brandishing weapons to you as you like kind of tore open the door with a crowbar.
Drop the weapons!
No! You're gonna kill us!
Only if you don't drop the weapons!
How do we know you're not going to just...
I have a friendly smile.
I don't believe you!
I'm still frothing.
You are indeed still frothing. Which, I mean, adds to the entire experience these poor people have.
I guess I'll end my rage.
Okay. They're like sort of like they're still holding the weapons, but not quite as like forward in front of each other. Who are you?
Card.
You're not the killer, are you?
I'm a friend of the owner of this place.
This place.
Hold on. Halloween appropriate grave. It kind of grave like an eyeball.
That's appropriate.
By the way, I'm just realizing how bad it is that me and my group are going in there because besides Thomas, we have Goblin, a Shade, and me wearing the spooky mask.
I also probably look a little bit unsettling, but
not compared to my trio. So this is gonna go well.
I'm gonna lower my axe a little bit.
Okay. Look, this place wasn't abandoned?
No.
Oh, that's... How... Okay. He's been gone the entire time we were here before everyone started dying.
We saw 2 bodies.
Oh. Pretty sure there's more.
Was that your camp?
The book kind of both each other look. Probably?
By the lake?
Probably?
Great.
With a man to a pretzel?
We didn't stay around to find out what happened to him. The screaming. Just the screaming.
And then there was another in a tree.
The man who's been will like almost kind of down and like sort of sobbing. The other one will kind of like there. He witnessed it all, and I managed to grab him before the whatever that was got to him.
What did you see?
A figure,
As in...
a large, bulky man with a mask like a skull. Just general clothes on him. Anything you could have found around our campsite or anywhere else.
Did he say anything?
He just killed. We're pretty sure that wasn't the first time, though.
Why is that?
People were going missing. Workers at first. We just passed that off to they didn't want to work on an area said to be cursed.
By what?
I don't know. Ancient dark curses, terrible things, and then things.
So you just camp at a place that you heard was dark and cursed.
That was where we were digging.
For what?
Oh, we're archaeologists. We asked, we were digging up some stuff for our museum in the big city in Windfalls. We're the only one in the world that looked at this sort of things. We're proud of that.
Well, is there anybody else that is here with you?
There was a bunch of us that came in, but we got separated. We managed to get the door locked here. But after that, we didn't see any of the others. We've been in here this morning, early on. I don't know. It's been most of the day. It's night again, isn't it?
Yes.
As the one man will sort of like help the other one again, like come on, calm down a little bit,
I'll put my axe back on my back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you here alone?
No, I do have a friend who's downstairs.
All right. Well,
maybe we should go talk to him.
Well, we're not exactly safe here anymore. They'll follow you. Okay. And everyone will sort of meet in the main hall as the party of tribal dude goblin, and Thomas, and the shadow monster will show up to
When I like first see them coming in, I'll be like,
I just kind of stare at him.
All right. The two men coming from downstairs will kind of like react by like pulling out their weapons. Like kind of like falling back on the stairs a little bit as they're like walking out, like, kind of like backing off and being like, "Holy crap, what's going on here?" The lady will just sort of like break into tears, curl up into a ball, and just start sobbing.
Not what he said. And I just kind of bow.
"This is our friend Claw. He likes his mask."
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not the same mask.
And he's not big and hulking.
Yes.
And he has a beak.
And
Yes.
feathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, he's a little more.
What about the whatever that is over there? And why is there a goblin? With what?
The goblin is my people. Shade, I made a friend out of.
Yeah, that one
The
is
lady's
a little
just
bit on the.
legit-
That
lady's
one
just
is a
like-
little bit on the creepy. I'll admit.
The lady's just like the ball sobbing, like she's just shut down. The one is jored by the other, the other like. It seems like probably the one man would have probably already broken down like the woman if it wasn't for the other guy with other.
Oh, Thomas, I owe you a door.
Okay.
They locked themselves in one of your rooms.
Okay. I mean, I have keys. Pretty much every lock in the building.
Is this everyone?
Sorry.
Question, I say, turning to the 3 survivors. How often did people go missing?
The workers, it seemed like once every few days for a while. Then our friend went missing a few days before the full moon. And the full moon came and it trudged into camp while we were cooking and just killed. There was a little bit of chaos and we all ran. We separated for a while. The two of us, the two men, this is one of the men. The two of us, after our one friend died in the woods that your friend said you guys found. I helped him out here and got him to here. We knew about the building, but it was locked up tight, and we saw we saw Patricia here and two of our other friends who I don't see with us. They might still be in the house, or worse.
I haven't
Right.
checked the attic.
And I have not checked. Is there much more of this floor besides the kitchen?
I mean, there's a couple more rooms, but most of them are open, and there is like a doorway into the that goes into the staircase. As I said, to the side of the staircase.
Is there a basement?
If you ask that, Thomas will say, yes, it's that door there, the one in the staircase. On the side of the staircase leads to a basement. So it's, staircase on top of staircase, technically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's decided that I should not go.
Yes.
The sobbing woman is slowly beginning to, not sob and cry and panic anymore, but it seems like it's taking a little bit of effort for her to regain her composure. Anyway, if you are to finish searching the house, you will actually manage to find 2 more survivors, and be able to assemble them.
Where? In the basement or in the attic?
One is in the basement. There's a man in the basement and a woman in the attic. Patricia was the one in the kitchen. Mary will be in the basement. Rich is in the attic, and Scott and Greg were the 2 in the kitchen.
Man, all I find is bed.
All the men went upstairs. You found a whole bunch of men.
It's raining men.
You know, it's raining men and let the bodies hit the floor are just really the same song from different perspectives.
Yes. All right. They all seem relatively panicked and relatively terrified. It seems like Greg was the one that got really, which you already heard the story, Wolf, that Scott seems to be the one that's seemingly most together, but apparently he's seen the least horrible things out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's sort of like he hasn't gotten the best of, the most horrible of sights to, ruin him completely.
Out of game. Follow us. We want to show you a tree.
Yeah. Mary, who was in the basement, is pretty drunk, having gotten into the wine down there. She seems in good shape otherwise, other than being drunk. And
She
Rich,
seems to have found the best hiding space.
yes, she did. In fact, she hoped there was some, and went down there in particular. So she's been drunk all day. Rich is also in relatively decent shape. It seems that poor Greg and Patricia are the worst off. At least psychologically.
Okay. Hmm. So the full moon. So is this like the first day of the full moon? Because normally a full moon lasts a couple days.
Yesterday was the first day of the full moon.
Okay. Well, if the full moon seems to be what triggers this, perhaps we should hole up. It may come back tonight.
It has been rising in the sky since you arrived.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well.
What are your plans? Are you just gonna try to hold up all night?
I mean, yeah. So it might be best to hole up for the night if he seems to come at night, and maybe, if possible, set out to the ruins to see if we could find out what might have caused this.
Do you think this is behind it?
Ancient cursed ruins? Probably. I've seen Stranger.
There's probably not a curse there. It's probably just some crazy monster that just got into camp. There's all kinds of monsters around.
Under my breath, I kind of say, "We are stranger."
Thomas, have you heard of any curses on this land?
No. I heard stories that the group that lived on the islands long ago were some kind of hunters, and it said that their prey eventually claimed their greatest members and they fell into ruin. That's only the stories I know. My family dates back to around their time. The reason we have such a nice place, nice location here is we always lived on this land. I believe one of my ancestors served them, but I don't know exactly what they did, to be sure. It's, countless generations ago. A couple, maybe 500,000 years ago.
Okay. So, I guess we're chilling here tonight.
Where are you chilling at? You have a large group of folks standing around in a hallway. Some
Well,
of which
I'm
have
gonna
probably not
close-
slept in, like, a couple of days.
I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. It doesn't seem to close quite right.
Closing the door to which room?
The front of the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And it
I
doesn't
just
close quite right because someone probably messed the lock up.
I kind of just silently grab Karn and bring him upstairs and then start like dragging mattresses out of rooms.
Okay.
I suggest we haul up in the basement.
Is there
Works for
any
me.
exits from the basement though, other than the entrance?
Just a small room where I keep some storage and a couple rooms off of there.
Anyway, out is what he means.
Yeah.
I think there used to be an old emergency tunnel system to escape from there, but as far as I know, that it collapsed long ago.
So that might not be the best idea.
We have rope and the house is above us. We'll find the way. In other words, you're going to be breaking through.
Well,
Easier said than done.
to be fair, 2 entrances is still not that many.
The
No,
thing,
but
though-
if we don't have an exit and we get trapped down there with a monster that maybe we can't overpower,
Oh.
that's my thing.
I like how that occurs to my character. Oh, yeah. What if we can't kill it? That's a good point.
An exit strategy is always a good thing to have.
Well, then maybe the attic might be a little better.
Yeah, so we can leap out and die. Well, you will. I can
The
fly.
attic wasn't a very
I-
big attic. It was like a
I
half
kind of
floor.
like,
So I mean,
wave my staff around like I have magic.
yeah.
Or all
And I actually prepared Featherfall today. I'm
It'll,
so happy
it'll,
I did.
it'll, you could all get up in the attic, but you would be very, very stuffed in there. It would be very close quarters.
What if we prepare the basement so that we can break up through before, but it's not completely broken through, just so we can have a quick. Okay, we go.
Like break out into part of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make a second entrance to the basement.
Yes.
Not an open one though. Just like when we need it, we run to one of the other rooms, barricade it, and then smash through and get out.
Might work.
I still think the basement's a little bit better because I just feel like it's a little bit more fortifiable.
Well, that's what he was saying. Just make a place where you can have a quick escape out of the basement
Yeah.
through the floor.
Well, we could try to see if those tunnels are still intact.
That too.
Yeah.
Maybe it was only a slight collapse.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I start hauling mattresses to the basement.
Okay. I'm guessing you're going to use those to barricade the basement once you're down there.
No, those are to sleep on.
Oh, I would sleep on. Okay.
You can't really barricade a place with mattresses.
Yes, you can.
You could.
Believe me.
Mattresses
you
are
can.
actually mattresses are pretty heavy.
Mhm.
Okay, the type they had back then would have been
That's
hay.
true. That's true.
Yeah. Probably a little less heavy, but still.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can have a bunch of mattresses in the basement.
Mattress party!
I mean, there's 4 of them in the house, and like no, honestly, there's 5 of them in the house. 2 in the children's room,
also have
and then
bedrolls.
3 doubles. So I mean, and you
And
have
we have some bedrolls.
yes.
Like, I think the point is to, if we can get them to sleep, but otherwise, we're obviously going to keep watch.
Okay. Some of them are sort of sleeping, others are not. Are you guys doing anything in particular, though?
While I assume Karn prepares the hole because he can actually be strong enough to do it,
Uh-huh.
Nia and I are gonna go check out the tunnels.
sort of see like where you can see there was an area that perhaps was like old cave or something this one's attached into, but it looks like it's kind of collapsed in. Maybe some of the debris could be cleared out of the way. You're not sure if that would like lead directly in there or how deep the debris goes.
I'll dig a little bit.
Well, I think he was having you prepare the alternate escape route while he was checking that out.
Okay.
We have another Goliath who can move rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'll be asking the ceiling a question for a little while.
Okay. You'll just be hitting strategic places, not enough to like break through the ceiling, but like enough to weaken spots so you could easily like kind of break through, I guess. You know, like some of the beams and stuff. All right. You'll all be working for a little while.
I turn to Thomas and go, we will help with repairs.
All right. You're working for a while. Karn, eventually you will finish up, and you will kind of come back first while the others are kind of working on the kind of tunnel. I'm guessing you did it in the one room, which Thomas would have said that probably the best place would have been one of the store kind of areas. It was probably like an old workshop at one point in time. It's now got not really used, so you've kind of worked on there. The one woman who's looking a little less drunk now, kind of looking a little like she's beginning to sober up, will come to you and go like, look, I'm a little worried. I was not feeling a little well, and I asked Patricia to go get me a bottle, and I haven't seen her.
Where did she get this bottle? Where was she going to get the bottle from?
The wine cellar. Through that door over there.
Rule number 1, stay in pairs.
Look, I'm sorry. Oh, I've been drinking all day, and my head hurts a lot.
Your head would hurt a lot more if this thing gets in here. I'm going to say that and start walking to the wine room.
Okay. Everything seems sort of empty in there.
I'll perceive around, see if I see anything, like any signs of a scuffle or something.
Sure.
Also, at some point during this, since I assume we're not taking a long rest, I'm going to take a short rest.
Sure.
To basically just get back some spell slots.
Okay. We'll take the 13 for now, Joe.
That's fine.
Okay. No, you don't see anything. It looks pretty clear. You don't even actually see any signs of her. It just seems like it's... I mean, you can see there's like piles of bottles that seem to be like empty or having like a couple drips sort of like still on the edge of them.
Guys, we have a problem.
I walk in. Yes?
We're missing someone. Drunk girl sent the other one in here to get her another bottle, and she's not here.
Thomas will go, there might be old hiding spots I don't know about. Maybe she accidentally found one.
Accidentally?
How do you accidentally find a hiding spot?
Old secret passages or things built into the building. My house is like 500 years old, and so many of the stories have been lost. I'm sorry.
Gooby-Doo. Got it.
Okay. That's a good point.
I guess I'll take a 20 in, or is there still taking a 20?
Sort of. So you want to go search the place yourself? Are you taking anybody with you though? Are you buddying up now?
Well, my other friend WolfBurn came in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell out, "Stay in pairs if you go anywhere."
How about triplets? I can search the other room. Maybe while you were working, she snuck in behind you and found a hiding spot.
How about this? Hey, are you over there?
So there doesn't seem to be any response, though.
Yeah, see, this is that simple. I think there's something more to this. We'll look around.
I'll take a couple of the other people with me, if that's all right with you.
That's
we should be within earshot.
More the merrier. If you see something,
Scream.
All right. Okay. I guess we'll just be the two of you heading into the wine area again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. You'll search around for a while, taking some extra time, and eventually, though, you will find Patricia. It seems that the spilled wine all around was not all of it was red wine.
Yeah.
Which, Karn, you're not as good recognizing it. She's pinned to the ceiling with wine bottles that are broken.
Should we take her down?
There's just this long pause, the two of you like stare at her body.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna poke at one of the bottles.
Okay. It seems pretty in there. Like jammed into the ceiling pretty well. And through her.
I break
attempt to
them.
take one out.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm just picturing myself like pull, and then eventually just like putting my feet up on the ceiling.
No, it's not quite that bad. I mean,
Okay.
I'll start taking them out too. Then
eventually you'll take out enough that she'll kind of like the rest of them will kind of slip off, and she'll kind of fall to the ground with a very kind of sickening like thwonk. And it's
I'm
kind of,
going
like,
to.
squish.
I almost.
if
You know
I
what?
wore
I'm
a
gonna-
shirt, I would put it over her.
I'm gonna.
You hear this scream all of a sudden, echoing in from somewhere else.
I'll run out to the main room.
As quickly as I can, like wings and all. If I have to like do the weird like tuck behind me as I fly through stuff, me and Nia are gonna be there.
Okay. You'll kind of all burst into the room as, like, the remaining people in here, as Mary kind of points, it came from in there! Greg Thomas and Scott went in there!
Don't go in the other room. I start going towards that room.
Okay. Alright. You'll come inside you'll see...
I am actually going to stay back a little bit just to kind of see if there's anything on the
As
body.
you
Like,
kind of-
I'm almost going to
yeah.
detect magic.
As you kind of you don't detect any magic, but Karn, as you kind of burst open the door, you can see Thomas kind of lying there, breathing heavily, but with like a horrible like gash across his chest. As you see this kind of strange, masked, hulking figure, like maybe about 8 foot tall, holding up Greg and just like crushing his skull. As you enter, you just hear this as it then drops to the floor. And it turns towards you, holding a large axe.
Oh yeah, well I got an axe to grind as well.
Roll some initiative.
Initiative.
Let me see what I can get bonus here. Okay. Alright, Tiv, you and it go first.
It has a 4 dex.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, you would go first, technically. That's right.
Also, did WolfBurn hasn't rolled yet, right? Or
Yeah, I should probably roll because I probably will be coming over there in a moment.
Yeah, he was finishing up over there, but he technically can roll and pop in here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
finishing
right.
up over there.
Alright.
how far away is it?
I'm also going
Like-
to close the door to the room when I leave it.
Probably like 30 feet away, we'll say. I'll move up.
All right. Then, yeah, I can easily make it.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna run over there and punch it a couple times.
Okay. All right. So your first hit will kind of like punch into his like muscles, and it feels like you're hitting like almost iron. Then you hit into a part where you're pretty sure is a lot weaker, getting a really good strike in on him. All right. Okay, he is going to go. He is going to swing the axe in hand down at you. What's your AC?
17.
Ooh. Okay. He will hit you twice, and one will be a critical. Apparently, GM is rolling really well right now.
Great.
That's always what you want. With a guy with, what is it, 30 strength?
You will only take 24 right now.
Oh, cool. I'm down to 6. Only 24.
They could have been worse.
That was a crit, though, so...
Yeah, it was a crit and a hit. His rolls were 20 and 18 to hit you, so... As he takes 2 quick swipes at you. Karn!
Karn mad!
Okay.
And then Karn attack.
Alright.
Oh, great axe.
Okay. You will axe into his, the clothing covering him. As you know, you can, like, kind of, like, cut through. You can see some more muscle below there, because he is a giant guy, and he's still, like, he's not, like, the naked shirt giant guy, though, so.
Yeah.
But
I did take the totem bear.
Okay. Of course you did. WolfBurn, what are you doing? You hear some signs of scuffle from the other room.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to... How far is it to move if we're into there?
Probably 2 moves you can get there in. It's dash.
Like a dash. Well, I'm going to take 1 move and hopefully be able to see him and try and see if I can detect any magic on him.
Sure. Yeah, detect magic has a pretty good range, doesn't it?
I think it's like 60 feet.
Yeah. Then definitely, you do sense some magical auras coming from him.
30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet?
Okay.
But... Then, no, you can't detect magic yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I might as well just double move.
Okay. Yep.
And so I'll be, obviously back a little bit. So.
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha.
So
Crawl.
the double move, wouldn't he be able to see?
He would, and then you can see that he's got magical auras on him.
Well, detect no. Detect magic is more automatic, but you can use an action to do stuff with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you ritualistically had it going or something, or whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for a couple more punches.
Okay. All right.
Haha, I crit you back, motherfucker.
You did. You crit him back. As he thwacks into you, you get like 14 plus 4, 18 damage. Nice.
And then I'm gonna like quickly circle behind him, so hopefully he stares at the big guy with the axe instead of me.
Sure. I mean, he seems almost in the same kind of fury as to a degree as the big
Karn.
guy is, as Karn. So yeah, he'll totally target Karn as it's the thing that's in his vision at the moment. There seems to be like this almost kind of like red glow to the eyes beneath the kind of strange skull-like mask. What is your AC, Karn?
13.
All right, he'll hit you twice.
Good thing you take half damage.
Yes. All right. He will do you. Let's see. It would have been half from each of those. So.
Just add them all together, then half it.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Yep. So 9 damage, even with half. Get some big rolls on there. He'll get some good hits on you, and you can tell your defenses are like absorbing a lot of the damage it would have done. But it seems like, he is sort of almost swinging wildly right now.
Well, I'm going to recklessly attack his ass back.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, you'll hit him.
Plus another 2 because I'm raging. So
13? Okay.
yes.
WolfBurn.
I'm gonna use my action to
As you sort of tear into him and like get like a good chunk across his like his chest, as like it sort of like tears away some cloth and stuff.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use my action to focus the detect magic to determine the schools and what specifically is magical, like the belt.
There's something under his clothes which are magical, which you cannot see,
Mm-hmm.
which I am not sure off the top of my head. And the skull seems to be emanating transmutation, or the skull mask seems to be emanating transmutation and enchantment magics.
Okay.
I think it's abjuration would be what's under his shirt.
Okay. Yeah, probably like. Yeah, abjuration's protection. So. Okay. Very well. That's my action.
Okay. Craw.
And I will actually say, if you can, get his mask.
The two of you that are close can see that whatever form he's in, the mask is literally like fused to his flesh. It's really creepy.
It's
Okay.
part of him.
Yeah.
And?
Good point. It hasn't stopped you guys before. Okay, Crawl, what do you want to do?
I punch.
Okay, you get 2 good hits on him then. 15 damage. Okay.
I'm rolling well.
Yes. All right. You see, like, his muscles almost begin to strain as he kind of holds back his weapon and attempts to, like, swing it at Karn with one big hit.
Oh, he has advantage.
He does. He will definitely hit you. Okay. It looks like this attack would have probably been devastating and killed any of those other mortal people around you with pretty much one hit. But since you take half damage, you will only take 12 from one hit.
Okay. Well, fun.
As you can see, then it kind of like almost for a second there, it almost kind of like exhausts him a little bit. He already used his recharge attack to murder that Greg.
Good.
That's why he didn't just hit you with that to begin with. Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah, it's your
Wait,
turn.
I thought it was...
Oh yeah, no,
me.
it's Karn's.
Sorry, he went. I thought
Yeah.
Karn went. I don't know why.
Karn
Sorry.
just got smashed.
Yeah. Now Karn smash recklessly.
Mm-hmm. You'll certainly hit him.
I would hope so. For a whopping 7 damage.
Okay. WolfBurn?
Oh. Okay. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. No. Yes. Wait, no. Let me
Is
see.
it 3 bolts? Wait, let me double check. I think it's 3 bolts.
Let me check his AC.
Great, 3, yeah. So three rays of fire.
Okay.
Each attack
One will
separately.
hit him then.
Okay.
For
board. Okay.
Okay. Crawl?
Uh,
As you burn away some of like more of his cloth, as you can now see embedded in his chest is some kind of strange jewel.
Is it red?
Kind of green.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna like fly up a couple feet so I'm behind his head and start using my talons rather than straight up punches. Just try to like claw at the seams of the mask for my hits.
Okay. Okay, you'll hit him once.
1. Another 7.
Okay. Alright, so, it's going to, like, kind of scream with this anger, and you'll see it kind of get down on its haunches and jump straight up, bursting through the area that Karn had been weakening into the floor above. You get attacks of opportunity. This certainly is not stopping that. Karn and Craw.
Yes. I guess I can't recklessly attack of opportunity.
Okay, take 7 more from you.
I don't think so.
That won't hit him though. Anyway, you'll once again like sort of slash into his clothing, kind of revealing this actually strange scar on his shoulder. As you'll hear him trudging off upstairs. Wait! I think that was Scott.
What?
That scar. We got attacked by some tribesmen. Scott was stabbed there. He saved my life. But that gem.
I've flown up and am following him.
Okay. He's like trying to like move outside. Go ahead and if you want to try to attack him again, you can catch up to him.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna lay into him. 1 hit again.
Okay, do some damage.
7.
Okay, you'll kind of smash into him one more time as he'll kind of like fall down, crunching through a door, like one of the doors nearby, and kind of roll down into like a heap.
Can I try to jump through the hole?
Sure, make an acrobatics.
Oh, it's acrobatics. God dang it.
Jumping is athletics.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
athletics. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, I have a +6 to it.
I keep thinking it's acrobatics, athletics.
God dang it.
You're like, ah!
At least grab the edge.
I mean, sure.
I
mean, a Goliath is
a
base
Goliath.
7 feet tall,
Yeah.
like minimum.
Next
Yeah.
turn you can try to pull yourself out.
Yeah, next turn you can try to pull yourself out.
Does he keep trying to run? Or...
No, he's just lying there right now.
Alright, I'm gonna hover like a safe distance.
Okay.
And just watch and wait for other people to show up.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay down there with the people.
Okay, so Mary will continue to speak then, if you're staying down with her. That gem, we found it. I didn't think anything of it.
Where did you find it?
In the ruins, excavated with certain objects. We found a number of masks that look like that one. I didn't even think about it till now. What? But the
You
gem.
just found one gem.
Yes. No, you must get the gem. Oh my God, we have to. Oh, it's true. Oh, I should have been drinking. Oh, why'd I have to be sobering up?
Well, I'm glad you did, because you had vital information that you might not have been able to.
I was translating some of the texts. The people that were here hunted fiends, and they supposedly trapped their spirits because normally it's difficult to permanently kill a fiend. They
Ooh.
their essence returns back, but I didn't think anything of it. But that strange gem that we found had markings on it. Maybe they trapped the spirit of some kind of fiend in there, and he seems possessed with murderous intent and strength beyond what we want. We need to go to that island now. I think I can stop it.
Who did you say this was?
Scott.
Right. And was he one of the ones who had died?
He was one of the ones that had been with you the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He had something nice in his checks that was hiding it when it wasn't, kind of similar to what you were doing to the mask, except when it wasn't active, it was hidden.
Mm-hmm.
How's Karn doing on...
Karn could probably pull himself up then.
I pull myself up.
Mm-hmm.
Was Scott the one we found in the attic?
He was the one you found in the bedroom with Greg, who just murdered horribly.
Yes.
Yeah. And Thomas is lying there bleeding very badly. I mean, you might want to handle that, too.
Oh, right, yeah. I will try and patch his... I'll medicine check him?
Sure.
Stabilize him?
Sure.
Is that what it would take?
Yes.
So I knocked him down to 0, or...
Well, the one that's upstairs you're unsure of. He does not seem to be moving or breathing. He's just sort of lying there in a heap.
Well, if I did, then I can absorb some of his vitality.
Okay, I think he just made the wound worse.
Why can't I roll a 15? There we go.
Okay. He would not have died from death saves.
Okay.
Could he have died with a 1 medicine check of him reaching near his chest and going, "What's this?"
No.
I'm not... Okay,
not
there's
that
a point where one's...
bad.
But I'm not that bad. At worst, maybe a 1 is I accidentally suck out part of his soul and take away parts of his life, so...
Yeah. He did naturally stabilize, but that doesn't mean a lot unless you get medical attention, and you gave him medical attention.
Okay.
I was asking if I knocked him down because I can absorb vitality after I knock someone down.
Yeah. You have not been able to absorb any kind of vitality from him at all.
You even told me specifically what my, mechanically what my powers do.
Sort of. But why don't we quickly take a break as you're investigating the body before we get into anything else? Because we are a little past 9, and I want to get that last break in before we dive into the last hour here of resolving what's going on. And there's a little girl showing up here. So
Stream niece!
Stream niece. Anyway, alright. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Get a drink, get a snack, and etc. And I'll be right back. Bye.
Bye.